God bless my life today, not because I am perfect or because I have done everything right, but because I woke up breathing, because my heart still beats with hope even after carrying silent pain, because somewhere inside me there is still belief that today can be better than yesterday. And I ask for blessings not in the form of riches or applause, but in the form of peace in my mind, strength in my soul, patience in my reactions, and clarity in my decisions. Because life has taught me that the loudest victories are not always the most meaningful ones. And sometimes just surviving another day with kindness still intact is a miracle worth celebrating. So today I pause, even if the world is rushing, even if my schedule is full, even if my worries are loud, and I whisper a quiet prayer that says thank you for the lessons I didn't understand at first. Thank you for the doors that closed because they protected me. Thank you for the tears that fell because they softened my heart. Thank you for the delays that frustrated me because they prepared me. And thank you for the people who stayed when leaving would have been easier. And also thank you for the people who left because they taught me how to stand on my own. And as I move through this day, I ask for guidance in moments when I feel lost, courage in moments when fear tries to take over, humility in moments of success, and resilience in moments of disappointment. Because I know now that life is not about having everything figured out, but about trusting the process even when the path feels unclear. And I pray that my words today are gentle, my actions are intentional, my thoughts are disciplined, and my heart is open. Because negativity is loud, but I choose to listen to hope. Because doubt is persuasive, but I choose to believe. Because bitterness is tempting, but I choose forgiveness. And I ask for protection over my energy, my peace, and my purpose, protecting me from comparisons that steal joy, from expectations that suffocate authenticity, and from distractions that pull me away from who I am becoming. And today I remind myself that healing is not linear, growth is not instant, and strength does not always look like confidence, but sometimes looks like showing up even when you feel tired, broken, or unsure. And I ask for the wisdom to recognize blessings that arrive quietly, like moments of calm, like unexpected smiles, like deep breaths that reset my spirit. Because not every blessing comes wrapped in celebration. Some arrive as lessons, some as endings, some as rest. And I pray for those who are struggling silently today, for those carrying grief behind brave faces, for those working hard without recognition, for those loving deeply without certainty, and for those hoping for a sign that things will get better, because we are all walking our own battles, and kindness costs nothing but changes everything. And today I choose to walk with compassion, not knowing what others are facing, but deciding to be gentle anyway. And I ask for strength to let go of what I cannot control, the past I cannot change, the opinions that do not define me, and the fears that exaggerate outcomes that may never happen. And I choose faith over fear, not because fear disappears, but because faith gives me something stronger to stand on. And today I bless my life by choosing healthier thoughts, by speaking encouragement to myself, by honoring my limits without guilt, and by recognizing that rest is productive, boundaries are necessary, and self-respect is not selfish. And I acknowledge that I am still learning, still growing, still unlearning habits that no longer serve me, and still becoming the person I am meant to be. And I thank life for second chances, for fresh starts that come disguised as ordinary mornings, for the ability to try again even after failing, and for the resilience that carried me through nights I thought would break me. And today I choose not to rush my journey, not to measure my progress against someone else's timeline, not to let impatience rob me of appreciation for how far I've come. Because growth happens quietly, internally, invisibly, before it ever shows outwardly. And I ask that my life today be aligned with purpose, that my work be meaningful, that my efforts be honest, and that my intentions be pure. And if challenges appear, as they often do, I ask for calm responses instead of reactive ones, understanding instead of judgment, and perseverance instead of quitting. Because obstacles are not signs of failure, but invitations to rise stronger. And today I remind myself that I am allowed to evolve, allowed to change my mind, allowed to choose a different path than the one I once planned. Because clarity often comes from experience, not certainty. And I pray for emotional balance, that I don't let temporary feelings dictate permanent decisions, that I don't allow stress to overshadow gratitude, and that I don't let fear convince me to shrink when I am meant to expand. And today I bless my life by being present, by noticing the beauty in small moments, the warmth of sunlight, the comfort of familiar voices, the quiet strength found in solitude. And I recognize that happiness is not a destination, but a series of moments that require attention and intention. And I ask for courage to speak my truth with respect, to stand up for what matters without losing my humanity, and to walk away from situations that compromise my peace, because protecting my energy is protecting my future. And today I choose to believe that what is meant for me will not pass me by, that what I am working toward is working toward me, and that even delays are part of divine timing. And I thank life for unanswered prayers that saved me from paths I was not ready for redirections that felt like rejection at first, and for growth that came from discomfort, because comfort never taught me what struggle did. And today I affirm that I am enough as I am while still striving to become better, that my worth is not measured by productivity, validation, or perfection, but by the sincerity of my heart and the effort I give. And I pray for mental clarity, emotional stability, physical health, and spiritual peace, not only for myself, but for those I love. Because when one person heals, the ripple effect touches many. And today I choose hope, even if it feels fragile, because hope gives meaning to effort, and effort builds character, and character shapes destiny. And I remind myself that setbacks are temporary, that seasons change, and that what feels heavy today may feel lighter tomorrow. And I ask for patience with the process, trust in the unseen, and faith in the timing of my life, because rushing growth often leads to burnout, and forcing outcomes often leads to disappointment. And today I release the need to control every detail, and instead focus on showing up with integrity, effort, and gratitude. And I bless my life today by choosing love over resentment, peace over chaos, and faith over fear, knowing that even on difficult days there is something to be thankful for, even in uncertainty there is opportunity, and even in struggle there is strength being built. And I end this prayer not with demands, but with trust, trusting that whatever today brings, I will meet it with courage, grace, and an open heart, trusting that I am supported even when I feel alone, guided even when the path feels unclear, and blessed not because life is perfect, but because I am alive, aware, and willing to grow. And for that, today and always, I say, God bless my life today.